Hi guys, so this is a follow-up to when I was talking about repurposing slats from an Ikea bed, um, the single mattress bed with no box spring, and using these to create kind of like a drawer-like environment for your canned goods if you don't have enough space to do that, which the place that I've moved into, although it's in a much better neighborhood and much safer, is not as closet expansive. So anyway, so I finished working on the shelving, and I even inserted the stuff for the liner, and I thought about using tie wraps to do this, but I don't want it to like eventually cut through and wear this thin, so I'm gonna look at some other options and see what happens. So I'll do a video on that once I'm done. I actually thought about on here going around with my electric stapler and stapling it, but in all honesty, the sides and the back are not as important. Even the front's not that big of a deal. It's just for OCD, I guess. But I wanted to go back and talk about something. This is the area I did for, this is where I'm going to put my cans. And so this is about a foot high. Nope, a little shy of a foot. 8.5 by 11 or 12 paper. So anyway, and I'm going to put a liner down on the bottom just so the cans don't tilt as much. But I wanted to go back and I wanted to clarify something. This shelving unit is not Ikea. I thought it was, but it's not. So I ordered the 6-shelf OMAR and then the 6-shelf OMAR, which I put together, and that's this one. Now, normally I'm a big fan of Ikea, but this was not one of their best designs, because if you look at this, I don't know if you can see this or not, but it bows upward, so stuff has nothing to stop it or to kind of stop it from sliding because of the bow at the top. So like if you bump into it slowly, stuff would eventually come to the edge and fall off. Now here, this one, which I actually got from Walmart, is actually bigger. You can see I laid the shelf in between the two, and well, in all honesty, it's better made. The poles screw together instead of the Ikea ones. I was really shocked when I saw this, but so these just sit in here like this. I mean, you literally can lift it apart, and there's nothing in the instructions on what to do about that. I guess you could try to ride this up on there, and I couldn't get it to work, but the instructions are a lot more absent of a narrative than I thought they were going to be. But anyway, so the one from Walmart did cost a little bit more, but I mean $6 more, I think. But you get a shelf that actually is flat. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's really flat. Whereas this is kind of bowed in the middle. I think maybe from this side you might be able to see a little better. But it's higher in the, I don't think you can see it as well, but it's higher in the middle, and so there's nothing to stop it from just like falling off. Whereas this one, although it's not huge, it still is, it's actually a little bit lower in the middle. It's not like bent, but it's lower, and it's got this little lip on the edge, which was nice because when I did this, it actually sat right, oh, I'm horrible at camera, I'm sorry. It actually sat right here, only leaving a little tiny little tiny gap, whereas I don't think I'm going to keep this. I think I'm going to take it back to Ikea because this is not, I haven't figured out a way to doctor it up to make it work, and I don't really know if I want to be honest with you. And this is my first purchase from Ikea online, which I think was my mistake. Not to say that this is crap or anything, but I mean, the measurements, I mean, when I looked at the Walmart one, when I looked at the measurements, they're exactly, on paper, they're exactly the same as the Ikea one. But it ended up being that the Walmart one actually doesn't count this space that runs with the bar. So like, it only counts the space from here to here, where this one counts the whole thing. So you end up getting more. I know I'm doing a very bad job of this, so please don't slaughter me. But I mean, you can fit it in between. If I could lay it evenly, it'll actually slide through the middle. It's so much smaller. So I know that's not a big deal, but the shape of it and the fact you're gonna chasing things, if you have kids or a dog or something that constantly like bumps into it, or if you're moving it to cleaning it, then stuff's gonna slide. Even if you put the rubber paper on it, because it's kind of bowed, whereas this kind of sits down in between. Anyway, so that's my story and I'm sticking to it. But anyway, so this set is called the OMAR. You can get a 6 one of these and 6 one of these. They were more expensive than this. Was a lot more expensive, but then again, the one for Walmart I had to order online and I couldn't actually see it. The picture was awful, so I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. But I may even take this one back because I just totally not what I thought it was. Anyway, so that was that. And again, I'm sorry for my wonderful camera usage, but anyway, thank you very much, and remember, emotions are gifts you give yourself, and nobody can give them or take them away from you, and love you guys. Also, now, I know you're going to say, Alan, you have your master's degree in nursing, and why are you even eating ramen noodle soup? Well, let me tell you something. If you take this, a pack of this, and Walmart sells a can of chicken meat, and then you get a pack of these Asian medley, and you literally cook the noodles with the seasoning pack, and you just throw these vegetables in. Well, I actually put the meat in first. Even though I know the meat's cooked, I still rather cook it really well and let it absorb the flavor of the packaging. And they've actually gone down on the amount of MSG that they have in it. And they've, in some of the packs, not this one, they went to that it's the type of MSG that Chick-fil-A uses. If you ever want to see something funny, go to a Chick-fil-A and ask them if they have MSG in their chicken. It's hilarious. Anyway, I guess they got sued or something because they pull out this book and it's just funny. But anyway, still tastes good, but gives me a migraine. So anyway, so you buy these. It's already got the seasoned pack in it. And when you spread it out with the meat and the vegetables, I don't get a migraine. So there you have it. Also, really good miso soup. And you get these at your local big Asian marketplace. We have a place here in town. Well, it's in Tampa. It's called I can't remember, but it's it's a big Asian market. They've got like a huge meat section in the back, which their chicken tastes different, and then I found out it's because of their water tastes different. So at least that's what the guy said, but still didn't like the chicken. But anyway, the beef was amazing, and you can buy it in big pieces instead of going to Publix and going, oh, can I have this one that looks like it's been cut by a kindergartner with a pair of paper cutters. Anyway, but you can get neat stuff like this miso soup that actually, it has all of this stuff in it, but I really like this. I know I'm getting off what this was about, but anyway, so it actually has all of this in it, but it doesn't have as much as there. It's only like this much is how much is actually in it. So I looked on the package and found this, which this stuff is crazy because you look at it. Sorry, I didn't plan to do this, but so this is tiny. I mean, super tiny, and it looks black and weird looking. But that, when you put it in the hot water, it's like a leaf like this big. And it tastes just, it looks exactly like the one in there, so they probably use the exact same thing. But I can add the seaweed to anything else if I just want some green in it. And of course, seaweed is a very good vegetable and roughage. But you can get out and learn a whole bunch of fun stuff about how to make things and different noodles. And anyway, so again, thank you very much for watching my original video about why you shouldn't buy Ikea OMAR shelves versus the Walmart ones, and of course about my shelving edging. And to be honest with you, this actually worked really, really well. If you push this in, it won't actually catch on anything. If you push it in and point the tip inwards, it won't actually catch if you put it in the right, if you put everything in the right direction, which is with it pointing that way. And in the back it doesn't matter so much, but I'm real happy with it. So again, remember, emotions are gifts you give yourself. Nobody can give them or take them away from you. Love you guys. Peace. Bye.